What?
Welcome to the CannaFam Kickback.
Yes. Welcome to the CannaFam Kickback, folks. This is the live monthly community radio-based show where we talk about all things cannabis in the DMV, and we're so excited for episode 2.
And we're post 420.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly.
We are so excited to have our special guest here with us today, Terrell of the MJ Connect. Before we get into his story and bring him in full circle, let's talk about what's in our bag.
What's in our bag? All right, I'll go first. What's in my bag is white gummies from Network Farms. It's the DC Scrogger cut, and I've been smoking on this since NCF. I had the pleasure of running into Stacks, and he hooked me up. It knocked me out, so when we delve into this, we'll see what happens. And I also have Perfect Peach gummies from Seed and Flower.
Yes, shout out to Seed and Flower. Nice. They are sponsoring some of our VIP experience. We'll get to try and taste some of those later. So, what's in your bag?
What I have in my bag right now is hemp roll.
A hemp roll.
High hemp roll of.
It happens, ladies and gentlemen. It was in the bag.
Yeah, I wanted to, get it looking right, I guess, for a second. Right.
What he has is a realistic hemp roll that was in the bottom of a bag, which is fine.
What's in the hemp roll, though?
We have some black runts.
Black runts.
Strain.
Okay.
We don't need it. We don't need it if we don't know.
Shout out to
my
Strain.
phone. Yeah.
Shout out to
Black
your phone.
runts.
R.I.P. your phone. Also my bag.
This is what stoners do. We're now taking a minute to look for what? The phone? Did we find the phone?
It's fine. We don't need it.
Okay.
We're,
It's right there. I'm good.
All right. Okay, so in my bag, of course, y'all saw me pull out lip gloss because dry lips is a thing. I've got a lot of stuff in my bag. What I'm excited for is these forgotten strawberries that I forget to give to Sarah because we're doing a grow off coming up soon. So we'll be talking more about that later. And then I guess talking a little bit more about 420. We visited a local grow shop and we got gifted some seeds, Vermont Dream. I forget what the cross was.
I know they were regular seeds, not feminized. That's all I remember. Yeah. It was 420.
It was 420. So 420 was wild. Terrell, how was your 420?
Crazy. No, it was definitely a good experience. Our first time having a 420 at our dispensary at Panacea Wellness in Annapolis. We've only been open for 6 months, so it's a bright future. It was nice to. I got in the morning. There was like 70 pre-orders.
Oh my
god!
God!
These people are out here. They trying to celebrate 420 today.
Can you imagine July 1st at your job?
I imagine it's going to be pretty much the same thing. Maybe not as much pre-orders, but there's going to be a lot of people.
Well, I mean, what's your prediction for July 1st?
I expect, we'll probably double, triple business, like, overnight.
But, what about for you, personally, outside of the badge? Mm-hmm. I mean, you have a business, the MJ Connect. Right. What does that look like for you, July 1st?
Definitely more people to get in contact with and make connections. With people, there's definitely a lot of people that are looking for information and looking who to get information from that might be the best in whatever they do. So that's part of my mission is just connecting the dots, with people.
That's exciting.
When everyone grows, if we grow together, that's what it's all about.
And you're CannaFam, so that's we invited you here not only because we wanted to be nosy and figure out how you got into the industry, but also because you have an event coming up.
We do. May 21st. It's a Sunday at the Overhills Mansion. We're having a CBD cook-off. It's our second annual cook-off. We had a cook-off there last year. Had about 15 different chefs competing in 5 different food categories. Main dish, side dish, appetizer, dessert, and candy categories. We had a judge vote, and then we also had attendee vote, as well.
Okay.
Did I see that it started at 7:30?
6:30.
6:30. Okay, I just noticed it was later in the day because that's amazing for people that work in the industry. So actually, people can get to the event and enjoy themselves.
Yes.
So,
Definitely one of the things I was thinking about with the time wise. I know we close at 6 o'clock at Panacea, but I know a lot of dispensaries do close a little bit earlier on Sundays. So I definitely want everybody in the community to come out, have a good time, and that's what it's all about, bringing people together.
All right, well, don't give it all away. We'll talk more about the CBD cook-off because today's episode is all about cooking. If you unfortunately are not here for the in-studio experience, we've got tons of great foods that folks are enjoying. We've got an infused dip station.
and who is that by?
That's by the Righteous Hippie.
The Righteous Hippie. I am blown away, honestly. If I seem, it's because I had the dip. I had the queso. So
I got to try the dip.
you have to try the dip.
Yes, you have to try the dip. Okay. Both dips are delicious, and we'll see how the effects move us as the show goes on. But just a little bit about 420 before we head into the creme de la creme of the episode, so to speak. We'll have the acting debut of some of our favorite folks in the industry. But 420 was wild.
The whole month, I felt like I lost 2 weeks. I had to be reminded of today. I mean, not like that, but I thought I had a week.
It's been a real long 2 weeks. But that's just how it is. Like when you're.
And I was telling you when we came, I was like, it's just only going to be crazier from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Well, we'll be all right. I mean, shout out to National Cannabis Fest. That was a wild Saturday. If you know, you know. But like, thank you for providing still an experience. Got to see 2 Chainz.
I was like, thank you for bringing 2 Chainz back for Keisha because that's all she wanted. And there was a moment where she was touch and go.
I was literally. Okay,
She was
all indicas.
We had it. Yeah. I need. Okay, so let's circle back. I need to literally get some sativas in the garden because all I smoke are indicas. And when you have inches of water in your galoshes and you're just walking back and forth, I get it. But we saw 2 Chainz. We saw 2 Chainz.
We did see 2 Chainz.
It was a good performance.
It was a great performance.
It was wild.
And it was still kind of rainy.
It was
drizzling.
So,
shout out to Caroline and the team there because they made sure that the experience still went on. You can't control Mother Nature, and I'm looking forward to next year. So that's some little local love there. So I guess as we get the Randy going, we're going to go ahead and slide into our segment around cooking. You'll see exactly who it is and what they're making. We were so excited to be able to take the opportunity to learn more about some of the products and how to actually use cannabis in the ways in which, you consume your food. So, on that note, the dips are dipping, y'all. The dips are dipping. And we're going to slide right in.
So I am going to make some chocolate banana strawberry. I am going to make some chocolate banana strawberry muffins. They are going to be medicated. They are going to have sprinkles. We like to call this Cuzzy's Cosmic Cakes. And I'd like to thank you all for joining me today. So no big secret on what banana nut muffin mix I choose. It really is just which one jumps out at me at the store. Today we're going with Martha White. So we are going to dump Miss Martha White's banana nut muffin mix in our mixing bowl. Hooray. Now this says to preheat the oven at 400 degrees. Not going to quite do that yet. We're also, in adding a gram of RSO to these muffins, we are also going to be mixing in some G-Leaf chocolates that we have picked up. So, in good fashion of 420 coming around the corner, we are just going to go ahead and throw all of those chocolates in there.
100 milligrams.
100 milligrams with a gram of RSO. So these are going to be some very strong muffins. Next up, I'm going to cut up some fresh fruit because I also like to add fresh fruit to our banana nut muffin mix. I think it really serves to bring out the flavors. Also, slightly serves to hide up any of the cannabis taste so you do not become overwhelmed. So prior to coming into cannabis, I held and do still hold a clinical license in the state of Maryland to be a therapist. I actually did mental health and addictions therapy in the state of Maryland for 10 years. When Maryland decided to come on board with cannabis, I saw that as an opportunity to really begin the process of searching cannabis as a medicine for addiction and mental health, because I've seen it in the places that I was working. A lot of people would rather have cannabis than some of the more dangerous opiates that they get put on for opiate addiction, like methadone and Suboxone. So I took a leap, went to work at a place in Rockville as a dispensary. Got laid off very quickly because I was one of the higher paid people. Came back to the job that I was working, which was at a methadone clinic, and said to my boss there, like, I really want to come back, but I really also want you to let me run medical cannabis groups. And it looks like we're going to go ahead and pause. So basically, I got really tired of watching my patients die. So came back, started running cannabis groups with the methadone clinic that I was working at. Saw G Leaf had an opening for cultivation. I was like, all right, well, I'm not patient facing. I didn't really have a good experience at the dispensary, so let me try working in cultivation. Worked part-time in harvest and freaking loved it. Loved the people I worked with, loved the company. It took me 3 months to fall in love with that company, fall in love with the job, and completely quit my life as a therapist. I took a 50% pay cut to come into this industry. So one thing, I've actually done a podcast with Keisha before, and we've talked about, expectations of the industry. One thing I can totally say is don't come here expecting to make tons of cash, especially right away, because that is not what is really happening.
At all. Still, you gotta have like a passion for it, right? And connecting that passion is what keeps you motivated, and it's what keeps you going.
Absolutely.
As you said, you took a huge pay cut for this.
Huge.
And it's not necessarily a really easy industry to be in, right?
No.
I always say, our patients are always in some type of pain, whether it's physical pain, emotional pain, mental pain, spiritual pain, some type of pain. And we're trying to give them some relief.
Yes.
So, that's got to be connected to why you're still here.
Absolutely. I mean, now that I have been in the industry, I've learned what I have. I went through the medical cannabis master's program at the University of Maryland, got myself into some more debt with that. I've gone through and
How was that program?
It was actually really good. The program was great. Hopefully the debt that have accrued will, prove lucrative and I don't die, but whatever. That's the thing. Like, I don't know if I make the smartest decisions when it comes to my education, but I find that learning is one of the most important things you can do. And when you have that kind of knowledge and you group it with the experience of actually going out in the field and doing things, you become one of the biggest assets that people are looking for. And the reason that I'm still here and in this community is because I want to marry mental health, addiction, and cannabis. I believe that this plant really is a medicine to help people through this disease. And I've seen it take people out. I have had to Narcan one of my current clients at another job because he overdosed in group. Like, this stuff is not okay. And I really believe in this as a medicine. So that's why I'm still here. So when I am making this banana nut muffin mix, I cut up one banana, I cut up a couple strawberries. You can do that how you see fit. I add, or the recipe calls for a half a cup of milk. So
would any milk do?
Yes, any milk will do, your preference. I'm a big fan of almond milk, but you know, any milk will do.
What kind of milk is that?
This is almond milk. We're also going to add some lecithin. So we had a contest earlier to see if we could do this. I put about a tablespoon in. This actually helps the cannabis adhere a little bit more to your recipe. It doesn't really produce much of a taste, and it will get absorbed into whatever mix you are using. And then because these are cosmic cakes, obviously, we're going to put some rainbow sprinkles in there because why not?
So they're not called Jimmy's?
Sprinkles, Jimmy's, I'm not one of them. I accept all pronouns.
Sprinkles for Jimmy's?
My dad's named Jimmy, but these are sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
Because they're big.
So I think the chocolate ones are Jimmy's, and I think the rainbows are sprinkles. But any pronouns are totally fine and are accepted here. Absolutely. I will not accept, however, my little cohort who you'll meet here soon, Matthew. He was trying to get us to use these sprinkles. No.
Sprinkles that you brought here.
No. These are imposters and gross. Those are the real ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and introduce my little cohort here. Matthew Jenner, will you come over here and help me stir the ingredients?
It would be an honor.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Because I don't want to just put RSO in here because I didn't think it would like coagulate or it would mix in and melt in well with just the mix. Mm-hmm. I was like, well, what am I going to freaking do with this? So I ended up thinking, well, why don't I get some chocolate, medicated chocolate, melt that, dump the RSO in that, stir that around, and then dump it into the mix. And now I've got a really good base to make it spread and dose a little bit more even. So that's what we're doing right now. We're actually melting 100 milligrams of chocolate in here. I also threw a couple pieces of white chocolate in there just to make it a little bit more even. And we're gonna stir this and wait for it to melt. Oh, it looks so pretty. Keish, you might want to get a good shot of that. Look at the white chocolate and the chocolate just melting together.
Also, Matt, you're out of the shot again.
No.
It's so nice. So that is actually just about melted. And I don't know about you guys, but I have a hell of a time sometimes squeezing RSO out of tubes. How are you guys with that?
I also throw it under hot water.
So that's what we're going to do is run it under hot water. So I don't know about you guys, but I have a very hard time getting RSO out of the tubes. So we run it under hot water to make it a little easier. And now I'm going to squeeze it in here, which is still really, really hard. I've been working out. Is it showing? Just say yes. Don't troll me on the internet. We're going to pretend it's working out. I did hot yoga the other day. It was beautiful. Okay, so there's that. We're going to squeeze out just that little bit that's left because we are not wasteful in this community and we like all of our medicine. So now this is going to be really easy to stir. It's already mixing so much better instead of just throwing it in a mix when it's not been heated up. So from here, we are going to dump this in. And again, I'm using RSO to make my edibles because I'm lazy and I don't like to decarb the weed. I don't want it to stink up my house. This is a really quick and easy way to get it done. You get to dose out your edibles a little bit more evenly. So if I have time, which I don't have anymore, sometimes I will make it with, decarbed weed, but most days nowadays I am just using RSO. And chocolates have actually started to change the game because they're already medicated. I just got to melt them and I can throw the RSO in it. And I personally like making muffins a lot more than I like making things with butter, like cookies and stuff like that. So try to scoop again as much chocolate as we can. I wish I had brought my spatula, but I didn't. But that means that you guys can finger the chocolate because I know you want to. Now we are gonna go ahead and mix this completely up. Shazam.
A 60, but you know, it's always on discount typically. You can get it for like 48 or so. And then everything else is just, you know, regular baking materials.
And the chocolate.
Oh, the chocolates are 25, I believe, 25 typically, and then you can find them frequently on sale.
The products that I'm using to medicate my muffins today
Help yourself.
are both from G-Leaf. It is the
Oh yeah, no, just kidding. Don't help
RSO.
yourself.
It is
I mean,
the
don't
dark
try.
chocolate, 100 milligrams, 10 milligrams per piece. The Stardog RSO was 78% THC. So this is going to be a very strong batch of mini muffins. You guys ready to pour?
Yeah.
Yep, that's where we're at. All right, so now that we've made our muffin mix, I'm not good at pouring, and especially not at this point because I have been licking the spoons this whole time. So I'm just gonna very patiently and carefully pour each
About 2/3.
pour each thing. Don't tell me what to do. Oh, everywhere. Mainly in the very beginning of my life, PG County. So shout out to Bowie and Crofton and Laurel. And I finished a lot of my, school in Anne Arundel County in Edgewater. Favorite color is black, but if you do not consider that a color, then blue.
What's your least?
I literally just got a bunch of shake that I will not tell you where I got that from if you didn't listen already. And just threw it in the batter and then just started cooking the batter on the stove. Had no idea what I was doing. But I'm going to go ahead and throw these in here.
Yes,
We got almost a full thing. Almost a full thing.
Nice.
But when I went to college, I was playing sports. I was an athlete. I was doing everything they told me to do, and we're going to bake these for about 14 to 16 seconds. I always like to hit it in the middle.
Seconds?
Minutes, 14 to 16 minutes.
Try that one again.
I like to hit it in the middle just because you can always change it. Yeah.
I was listening.
Thank you. So college, went to school, was going to be a mass comm major because they said, as an athlete, that's the easiest one to go to. But then I went to my psych class and did not fall asleep in that class. And so that was like, oh, that was pretty cool. And then somebody told me they had a drug and alcohol track that you can go to. And I'm like, I've already done half the research for that. Let me just go ahead and fly right through that program. And I did. And ended up getting my counseling license. And here we are. And I think that made it a lot easier to relate to other people who are going through the drug and alcohol struggles that they are. Plus, it always amazes me that a powder and a liquid, something that's just so tangible through your hands, can literally rip away your entire life. And I need to put a stop to that. Like, that's ridiculous. It's insane. And it did to me for 8 years with alcohol. However, in about 3 days, on the 11th, I will have 8 years sober from alcohol.
Sorry, I had to break the seal.
No, it's okay. Because cannabis is what helped me through that. So that's a big also reason why I'm here too, is cannabis got me through all the nonsense that comes with alcohol withdrawal and just keeping me sane. Yep. So stuff's in the oven. It's going to be there for about 13 more minutes, and then we will see the fruits of our labor.
I'm going to pause and take a break.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
We're about to say.
Oh, they smell so good. All right, so one thing you definitely want to do with muffins, for real, is test it to make sure nothing comes out. Oh, stuff came out. Can't speak words. So we're gonna throw these in just for like a couple more minutes, maybe like one and a half, just so that they can bake a little longer.
Oh, man.
It's like right next to my middle school. I would walk with my friends.
Yeah, I grew up with Lido's in a shopping center that I didn't go to often, but it was just Lido's is just it's one of those things. If you're not from Maryland, you don't understand how much how important it is.
I know, because like I used to live like other places, right? So I was like,
All right.
Lido's are I already have my phone.
I've crushed a Lido's pizza in my car by myself.
Same. I've crushed. Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, so much. But I distinctly remember the Lido's white pizza. The muffins are right here. Nothing happened to them. They're just, sad in their little muffin hole. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull them out. They are so beautiful and fluff. They just come right out of the muffin pan. Not so good for me to just, flip the muffin pan over. Yep, so we're just pulling these muffins out. They are ready to go. They are moist on the bottom. I hate that word. Love the feeling. I hate the word. Words that you can feel, that one you can feel.
How many did you make with this recipe?
20. There are 20 muffins. 20 muffins. Mini muffins.
And then how many milligrams? 1,900?
So we made 20 muffins, and they are about 45 milligrams a piece with the chocolates and the RSO. I'd like to thank you guys for coming to my Cuzzy's Chef Talk. And these muffins are brilliant. Please come, enjoy. Enjoy.
And we're back because, that was an amazing segment. Shout out to our chefs of the day for producing those amazing muffins.
Great job.
And I'm just wondering if they'll make an appearance soon. What do you think?
I love those muffins.
I'm not making the problem. This is the problem. You try to come back on.
I would hope so. I mean, they looked amazing.
Okay.
So
all right.
I don't see why not. People got to know.
We've got Terrell still in the studio, and we're excited to have this segment come through. It's our History of the Munchies, which is sponsored by Egyptian Gold. Thank you, Egyptian Gold.
Thank you, Egyptian Gold, season sponsor.
Yes, our season sponsor. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the first munchie you've ever had.
My first munchie.
Like when you went to 7-Eleven when you were in the car with your friends and you were in the back seat and you couldn't even see straight. And they were like, all right, we're going to 7-Eleven. What was the drink and snack that you went in and got like every time?
Water back then. I used to be good on drinking water, but Skittles.
Okay.
What?
That's
Red pack.
That used to all flavors, but yeah, red. And when they added the green apple.
So you liked that because I was upset when they went from lime to green apple.
No, it was definitely a way.
Yeah, nah.
Oh, this needs to be a conversation that we have down below, however this works.
Yes.
Are you lime or green apple?
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like our friendship stands on this question. But I like green apple.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, lime.
The lime has a whole place.
Played out.
Wow.
The lime should have been in like a sours pack. Oh God, do you remember the Skittles sours? Like the little sugar that would like cut up the roof of your mouth.
And your tongue, and you just kept going.
You just kept eating them because you enjoy the pain.
All right. So what was your favorite munchie back in the day?
My favorite munchie back in the day, I would go to the 7-Eleven around the corner from my school or Royal Farms when I was in college. And I would get a bag of Doritos and I put nacho cheese in it. And add
the nacho cheese, Doritos, and cheese.
And cheese. Judge yourself.
He doesn't like cheese. I found this out earlier.
And I would cut up a hot dog and eat it inside of that. Now, don't judge me, okay? Because I don't do that anymore.
Glizzy in the bag of chips. Just like, and the cheese on top.
Oh my gosh. That was my munchie.
Oh, shit.
Still to this day, I prefer a nice 7-Eleven hot dog.
I do like a chili hot dog.
Oh my God.
Okay, so don't
in the bag. I just never thought of it, honestly.
Because you're doubling the cheese. That's,
he hates cheese.
I just don't like cheese. So I was like,
I just can't believe I never thought about it. I used to go in there so rocked. Like,
I mean, I was funky with it. I do like Cool Ranch.
Onions? Any onions in there?
Nah.
Okay.
That's too hot. Because in the 7-Eleven, people are like, it's an extra $1.
Oh, God.
So, no.
Okay. So my munchie,
yes.
I would get the root beer, the Barks, the white cheddar smart popcorn, the smart pop, the hot tamales, and if I was like had money and was like a payday or I was like up, the Haagen-Dazs like caramel, some kind of like caramel like ice cream pop. It was so good. It was so wild. I was like, creamy. But definitely the root beer and the popcorn.
Slurpees when I was younger, though.
A Slurpee. Okay, do you mix the flavors, all of them? Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
But why is it that there's always a machine that's out? It's almost like
It's
y'all
like McDonald's.
y'all even fix it.
It's like McDonald's with ice cream.
I just think that's a conspiracy.
Shout out to Real Deal Steel for these mugs.
Yes.
Personalized CannaFam. Mine's the Henderson of mine.
Mine is connected to you.
They're giving one away today.
Yes, we are.
Do you want to give it away now?
You can if you want.
I mean, I have a bucket.
I got a list, but dang.
I'll let Terrell pull the ticket.
You know, put it on me.
Put it on me.
Don't look.
Well,
what are you
all right.
doing?
All right, here, shake.
We made sure to put the
I
names
didn't see. I was.
The tickets.
All right,
Okay.
take the pic. Don't look.
I'm not.
Shut your eyes.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
you know
the
what?
weirdest shit that's ever happened before.
Are
in my
we
life.
going with it?
I say we go with it. So the winner
I
of
don't
the
ever win anything.
Oh my gosh. Well,
The
Terrell.
time I win, I pull.
Welcome to
Or
the
that-
CannaFam official
Wow,
deals.
bro.
Here's your Real Deal
Wow.
Steel.
It
Oh, thank you, Real Deal Steel from Wisconsin. They've always been supportive of me. You have your mugs. Wow.
Nice.
Bring that with you to the CBD cook-off.
Absolutely, absolutely. Before we talk about the CBD cook-off, though, let's do our taste test.
Okay, you first.
All right, so close your eyes.
Okay.
So I will say my taste test is I'm looking at
Terrell's
myself
eyes are open. I'm just letting you
Oh,
know. Mine are
wow.
shut, but I know his are open.
My taste test. This flavor.
I'm trusting you. I'm sure you're gonna like.
Excusez-moi. Thank you. My munchie, the taste test that I'll be providing is something that I like in this flavor. It doesn't necessarily mean that this particular food is the favorite. The flavor is the favorite. All right, you ready?
Put your hand out, Terrell. Don't look. You can't look. He's looking. I know he's looking. My eyes have been shut for like 30 seconds now.
Did anybody ever watch that show on Nickelodeon where it was like, the secret ingredient is... Oh, so the secret munchie is this.
Just put it in my pan. It's called CannaFam.
All right, stop moving your hands. All right, there you go.
Can you tell me if it's sweet or savory?
You can try it when you bite into it. Terrell just said,
Oh, it smells like salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar.
I know it.
Mm.
It's salt and vinegar Pringles. I haven't had Pringles in a
Yeah.
while, which is something I loved as a
Pringles,
child. But salt and vinegar, anything, peanuts, cashews. But I'm an all-time Utz girl. So Utz has the supreme salt and vinegar, but these work for the taste test. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you. All right, shut your eyes. Everybody.
Oh, man. This is when it gets scary.
So I messed up and I left my regular one at home. So then here, I'm not going to open it all the way. I'm just going to kind of like make a little tear in the top. So open your hand, Keish. Oh, God. And yeah, you know, hold on. There. It's wrapped, but like I made a hole in it. There.
All right, so should I just...
Yeah. I don't know. I probably messed up.
Oh, man, it's prepackaged, y'all.
Yeah, she was like, the requirement is it's prepackaged.
And I literally put it in their hands. Whoa!
It tastes like a Kit Kat, but I don't think it's
Oh, these are your favorites.
It's a Kinder Bueno. They're like Kinder, which means child chocolate, which means no caffeine. So it's caffeine-free chocolate for kids. And it has a hazelnut cream on the inside. Shout out to Kinder. Anyway, all right, your turn. Where's your snack? Come up off your munchie. I'm ready.
The Taurus in me is loving this.
All right, I'm gonna shut my eyes because I like a surprise. I like feeling vulnerable today.
probably open the package because it might be noticeable.
Well, my eyes are closed.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was literally just dancing to Michael Jackson in my head. Okay. Do I need to open it? Or
No, that's like the whole
thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
the whole thing.
I'm just going to eat it.
Man, I feel like it's pickles, and I don't know why.
Oh my
There you go.
Is it
Don't say
pickles?
anything yet.
Wait,
No.
I know what it is. I know this reminds me of summer camp. This is summer camp right here. Is it the white one? Or is it red?
Yeah, what color is
Is
it?
it blue?
My eyes.
Red.
It's red.
Okay. We can be friends.
You can definitely kill this. All right. That was good.
I gotta eat one too.
You have to?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so
Go for the
much.
blue.
We swore we weren't going to eat on
I
camera.
know for that much a segment, and I'm looking at myself and I'm like, whoa, Jesus, the faces I'm making. But yeah, thanks for coming through, CannaFam. We're gonna go ahead now and give away 2 tickets to your CBD football. And
Details again
while we
after
do
you're done
that,
chewing, but honestly.
I'm gonna take a dab. With the rock. Shout out to Piece of Sunshine for this amazing
Nice.
showpiece. It's filled with
Garlic cookies from MPX by way of Storehouse.
Thank you very
Random.
much.
All right, shut your eyes. This is for 2 tickets. I keep forgetting the date because I'm a stoner.
May 21st.
May 21st,
6:30.
Over Hills Mansion, 6:30 to 10:30, 15 plus chefs. It's going to be wild. I missed it last year.
Me too.
I am ready this year. Keisha and I will be going live, interviewing chefs, interviewing hosts. Marnie's hosting.
Yes.
I am
Marnie
so
and my boy
excited.
Ant.
Oh, shoot. Ant. Okay. Ant and Marnie, we're coming for you. I have the tiny mics. Maybe I'll have a bigger mic. This is for 2 tickets to the CBD cook-off. Don't look. Jesus. Don't look at the tickets. Who won?
Barbie.
Barbie! 2 tickets to the CBD cook-off. I can't wait to see who she brings.
Congrats.
Is it 420?
Child, it's 429. We've been to 420. But it's okay. We'll make sure we get it right the next time. Before we close out the show, we're going to talk about some grow things. Because we mentioned we stopped past the grow shop and we got these lovely seeds. And as you know, as of July 1st, all adults over the age of 21 will be able to grow 2 plants.
Is it Nature's Isle?
Nature's Isles Hydro is the grow
And
shop.
Garden. It was a lot.
Where's that located?
It is located in
White Marsh. They have the things, and it was nice.
It was a really great time. So I'm excited to sex these out because they are not feminized. But I think we might have some classes coming up soon.
I'm just trying to figure out what kind of format, if I want to do in-home, if I want to do in my home, if I want to do virtual. Barbie actually mentioned it earlier. She was like, the thing I'm realizing about growing is there's so many different ways and so many right ways and so many, and I was like, you know what? I think I can do it my way. You know, I can agree with that. There's so many ways. The plant doesn't know whether it's getting the nutrients from hydro or live soil. It's just a matter of what kind of energy you want to put in, anyway. So I'm
It'd be nice if someone could come to people's homes and actually get them started out
okay.
like, on the right path. A lot of people would probably.
Yeah, well
Like,
then you've heard it first. I mean,
You know,
that's
be
right. I need
interested on
feedback,
getting-
so thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate the feedback.
Yeah, Sarah's classes will be coming before July 1st. So if you have questions about growing, cultivating, if you want to just kick back and sesh with your grows, we'll talk. Just stay tuned to the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's toast it out as we close it out. Before we close it out, though, we've got to thank our season sponsor, of course, G-Leaf.
Thank you, G-Leaf. Thank you, G-Leaf. Thank you, Egyptian Gold. Thank you, Content Complex.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Piece of Sunshine. Thank you, Seed and Flower. Thank
Deal
you,
Steel.
Real Deal Steel.
And thank you, Terrell.
And thank you,
guys.
Hetty Confidential for the bulgogi.
Yes, there's plenty of bulgogi just flying around here. So if you missed this month's in-studio experience, you don't want to miss next month. It's May, and we've got more CannaFam coming through. more exciting experiences. Hopefully, more infused foods too.
That's always a good time.
So maybe we'll bring the award-winning chef on from the cook-off.
That sounds good to me.
We'll work it out.
Yep.
Yes. All right.
Till next time.
Yes. See y'all later.
I'm like, what is this? I don't even know. Too many hands.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure out a closing.
Hey, Dee.
Hey, Kristen, what's up?
I am so glad I ran into you. I remember that you work at G-Leaf. Guess what? I finally got approved for my medical cannabis card.
Dude, that's so awesome. You're going to have to come through for our first-time patient discounts. We offer 40% off of your entire order for your first visit, 35% off of your second, and check this, 30% off of your third. That works for both in-store and for our statewide delivery service.
Those are incredible discounts. And did you say delivery? You guys will bring my medicine to my house? There must be a huge delivery fee.
Dude, actually there's not. Our statewide delivery service is completely free once you've met the minimum. We even go all the way to the Eastern Shore.
What? You mean I don't even have to get out of my onesie?
Well, I guess not. But you should still make time to visit our dispensaries, too. Our Frederick and Rockville locations always have cool in-store promos going on, and our daily deals give us the lowest prices in Maryland on all of our products.
That is awesome. Hey, Dee, is there any way I can see everything that you guys are selling?
You can! Go to our menu and check out www.gleaf.com, where you can even place your order and reserve your products.
Oh my gosh, this is so awesome. I'm gonna sit in my onesie and go place my order right now.
Totally.